In this short video, I'll be showing you how to use a few accessibility features. The first three are for iPhones and iPads. I'll be showing you how to use VoiceOver, Zoom, and FaceTime. The next two will be for Windows. I'll be showing you how to use the features Magnifier and Color Filters. The first feature we're going to be looking at is called VoiceOver. You can find this on any iOS device like an iPad or an iPhone, really any Apple product. The intended audience for this feature is anyone with visual impairments. VoiceOver actually reads the entire screen for you from top to bottom, including buttons, links, images, etc. I'm going to show you a quick overview on how to use it. So to get to VoiceOver, you will click on Settings. You'll click on General and Accessibility. And VoiceOver is the very first option at the top. So you'll click on VoiceOver, toggle it on, and then it actually reads the entire screens to you. Each screen that you go to, it'll read from top to bottom. It'll tell you which buttons are buttons. It'll tell you if something is a link. If you want to select something, you double tap. And there's different options in each screen. You can change the rate of speech to make it go faster or slower. Use 3 fingers to scroll up and down, and you'll see that there are plenty of other customizable features you can use to make VoiceOver work perfectly for you. You can change the person speaking, you can add Braille, you can add specific punctuations, you can change the verbosity, and many more things. In the classroom, you might use VoiceOver for a student who does have trouble seeing, maybe a student who frequently forgets their glasses, or a blind student, any student in the class really who is struggling with some kind of visual impairment. You can use this tool to help the student read articles and other passages in class. The next feature we're going to be looking at is called Zoom, and it can also be found on any iOS device, Apple device like an iPhone or an iPad, and its intended audience is also for visually impaired. So to get to Zoom, you go to Settings, General, Accessibility, click on Zoom, toggle it on, and you'll see a magnifying glass appear. Right now I have the control on, and you can see it looks like a little mouse. The dot goes right and left as I drag it with my finger. You can also double tap the screen with 3 fingers to zoom in and out. I'm going to show you what it looks like with the controller off. So with the controller off, you use 3 fingers to swipe left and right to move around your screen. I'm also going to show you some filters, and it takes me a second here. Kind of a learning curve, still learning how to use it with my fingers, but the low light just kind of helps your eyesight if you're very sensitive to the white lights. You can also choose grayscale and inverted if the bright white and black is hard on your eyes. So those are just some additional features you can use if you have very sensitive eyes. The text feature, anytime the Zoom finds a text box, it will automatically go to the text box so that you don't have to search for it. It's called Smart Typing. And then I'm going to find Settings again and turn it off. And again, in the classroom, you would use Zoom for a student who has trouble seeing small print. The last iOS feature I'll be showing you is FaceTime, and this is intended for the hearing impaired to make phone calls using sign language. FaceTime for video calls would be useful in an instructional setting where students are collaborating on a group project together, and some students who are hearing impaired may not be able to use a traditional phone, so they can FaceTime to stay connected to the group. The next two features I'll be showing you are on the Windows 10 platform, and these are Magnifier and Color Filters. You can find Magnifier by clicking on the window icon in the bottom left corner of the screen, going to Settings, and selecting Ease of Access. So once you've selected Magnifier, this little box pops up and you can press the Windows key and the plus button on your keyboard to zoom in and out. Here I'm zooming in, zooming back out. You can also use the minus and plus sign here in the little window. You can change views to give it a lens, and now it works just like Zoom on the iOS devices. You can select docked, and what this does is keeps your screen docked, but whatever your mouse hovers over, you can see in the top bar. Okay, I'm going to exit out of this. Magnifier is another tool that's used for visual impairments, or if you just have sensitive eyes with computer screens. Sometimes all of the fonts are too small, and just using a magnifying glass eases the eyes and makes it easier for students to follow along and pay attention. You'll access color filters the same way you did Magnifier, by going to the window icon, clicking on Settings, and Ease of Access. Color filters is another function designed for visual impairments, specifically for those who are colorblind. So, we'll find color filters by going to the window in the bottom left-hand screen, selecting Settings, Ease of Access, and Color Filters. We'll toggle it on. We can choose inverted colors, grayscale colors, grayscale inverted colors. You can choose different colors based on the type of color blindness you might have. So for example, the red-green makes the green weak, red-green with red weak, and there's a blue-yellow. And each one is specific to the different types of color blindness that you might be experiencing. This would be useful in the classroom for a student who is colorblind or struggles with light and color sensitivity when reading a computer screen.